Hey everybody, this is the 2017 Battle Royale semifinal. Of course, the calendar year is 2019, but we're playing with the 2017 card set. This is the semifinal game between the Los Angeles Rams and the London Executioners. So we just finished the quarterfinals tonight, and right away these teams turned around to play. Crossing pattern to Ted Ginn picks up 11. London has moved the ball inside the 10-yard line. Looks like the Rams um, got the ball first, used up 12 minutes. Is that right? No, I'm sorry. That's entirely wrong. The London Executioners got the ball first. They threw an interception on third down, which the Rams could not do anything with, and they wound up kicking a field goal. And then on the ensuing kickoff, the Executioners have driven it 10 plays, 67 yards, and are now sitting at first and goal. Carson Wentz has an excellent short pass card, his strongest card of his three levels. And Tom's got quality receivers in Evan Ingram, Michael Thomas, and good running backs there in the backfield right now. Jarrett McKinnon, who could also catch passes, and Dalvin Cook. Doesn't have any receptions for short passes, but it doesn't mean he can't be a target and hope the quarterback catches it. Brett Ellison's in there for his blocking, but he can catch in a pinch as well. A 4-3 defense showing blitz. No doubt that's one of the reasons why Tom chose. In our league, the higher seed chooses the playoff opponent. Nathan was a number 3 seed. He was chosen by the number 2 seed to play in the first round. And then again chosen by the number 1 seed to play in the semifinals. Off tackle right to Dalvin Cook, and that's a touchdown. 9 yards, guess strong on his own card, and that will make it a 7-3 lead as Hauschka is perfect on extra points. And that gives the ball back to the Rams. I have the Raiders graphics here. Let me fix that real quick. Oh, because London, I picked the Monarchs home field as the Raiders. You have to assign it to some NFL team, so it just made sense since the Raiders were playing a home game in London this year. Off tackle right to Isaiah Crowell, and that picks up a yard. Another reason why Tom chose the Rams as his opponent is because of the relatively weak run game. Isaiah Crowell can hit some big numbers on the edges, but he's not going to be a consistent mover of the chains on the middle numbers. I'll tackle right to Crowell. Linebackers in zone there's a linebacker in the zone. That was Blair Brown though, and he can't make the play, but he does keep it a 3-yard gain. Koji, Maddie's whining. Can you go let her out real quick? 3rd and 6. Duke Johnson checks into the game. Now he can move it consistently, guess strong, but he's a high fumble number. So we'll see how Nathan decides to use him during the game. Oh, let me share this out to the rest of the league so you watch this play. 5 linebackers across. It's crossing pattern to Chester Rogers. He's being correctly double teamed by Nathan. Or by Tom, excuse me. Tom's on defense right now. And that would have been a completion if he was just guessed right. So nice job there by Tom, sniffing out the right receiver. So let me share this out while this punt goes on. 11-yard return there, Ryan Switzer. So we're going to do this. Drop it in slack too. All right. I missed a 6-yard flat pass by Wentz. So even though short pass is his best level, he can still throw flat and deep. Nathan's linebackers are 4s on the outside and a 6 in the middle. Off tackle right to Latavius Murray that picks up 8. He plugged the other off tackle zone, which would have made it a 2-yard gain. First and 10, Monarchs near midfield. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Cook has a really good card. He's limited carries, but Latavius Murray, his backup, is decent as well. Off tackle left to Cook, and he picks up 12. You got to love that. And you lined up on the defensive cards, but you hit that kind of spot. So first and 10 at the 41, just outside field goal range. Murray's in the game now. Inside run. The other zones were plugged, but that's the bailout 10 roll. Blocking back +1 or -1. And even though Ellison's a 6, it's only a difference of 2 yards one way or the other. Second and 9. Not showing blitz. Not a lot of pass rush except for Jason Pierre-Paul. Slant to Evan Ingram. He's a 4, single covered, and that's a completion. Double correctly, that would have been incomplete. Wentz off to a pretty nice 8 for 11 start today. Cook's back in the game. He's down to 8 unfatigued carries. Tom likes to use him as his decoy, but he's been running him. Square into Ted Ginn being double covered, incomplete. Second and 9. Nathan mixing it up on defense. Earlier in situations like that, he's been moving Kuechly, and that's why Tom took a shot there. 36 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's an off tackle draw, but a run call. So again, Nathan, he's one of the best coaches out there. That would have been a 5-yard gain and broken containment. Instead, it loses a yard, and it's third and 10. McKinnon in a blocking back halfback set comes into the game. Really nice receiving card. Both the backs in the backfield are covered by 4 pass defenders, as is Evan Ingram, as is Michael Thomas. But by going 3-3, by staying this way, Nathan can go 3-3-5 and double team 2 of those 4, or maybe again, maybe Tom is really playing decoy, wanting to go up top again. Murray only 9 yards today on 5 carries. This will be the first play of the second quarter. Off tackle draw right. There's nobody there contained, but it only picks up 4 yards. Tom was hoping to get something on the defensive cards. Maybe hit a short gain. Hauschka comes into the game, and from the 25, the kick is up. Kick is good, only missing on 9 and 10. And that'll make it a touchdown lead for the Monarchs. For the Executioners. For that London team. And this is the old Strat bug. Program cancel. If it goes like 9 yards deep, you have to kind of exit and get back in again. So 10-3. Whoever wins here advances to the Super Bowl. We missed the first down, probably an incompletion, maybe a run for no yards. Second and 10. Crossing pattern to T.Y. Hilton. Receiver rating incomplete. So the executioner is starting to tighten the screws here. LA could really use a first down just to keep the ball away from London, if anything else. Wilson 0 for 3 today. They only had their field goal because they intercepted a pass, but other than that, I think they've gone 3 and out. Yep, 3 and out. And they're going to go again. So they went 3 and out, field goal, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out punt, 3 and out punt. So 9 total plays. Wilson's 0 for 4 today. Fair catch there by Switzer as London gets the ball back on their own 28. Murray's in the backfield. He's got some decent hitters on the edges. Plus 29 on 12, plus 46 on 2, 25, 35, 40, 34. That was a offensive onside tackle with nobody in the zone. But Eric Fisher can't make the block. Cook in the game. Crossing pattern again. A lot of pressure coming. It's a blank. You're going to see a lot of that tonight. There's no jump off. There's no white die 6. So there'll be a lot of ugly drives. A lot of 3 and outs and a punt. Again, this is an interesting strategy. You have 5 targets available to you on offense. And in the 3-3-5, Nathan can double team 2 of those. So 40% of the time, he'll have to fight 2 guys double. This time he does not. And there will be 3 men in zone, and that picks up 12 yards. So maybe that's part of Tom's strategy, not worrying about which 2 he's doubling, but just knowing which ones are going to be free and getting the ball to them. Coach Maddie needs to go out and she needs water. Gotta fill up her water bottle. If she doesn't want to go out, pull her out. Our dog's getting up there in age. She's like 13, 14 for a poodle. Pitch out left to Dalvin Cook, toy poodle. And that was guessed right. Picked up 2. Takes it away, another precious carry for Cook. Again, Tom likes to use him as a decoy. Fly to Michael Thomas, 1 man in zone. It's guessed wrong, but it lands on the D cards. And then the receiver reading without leaving that free safety home. 3rd and 9 now. Wentz is starting off strong, 10 for 15 for 96 yards. And we saw Wilson starting off 0 for 4. Three through five showing blitz. Ellison's a weapon against those free safety blitzes. And he's got one matchup that might give him trouble. Fisher against Olivier Vernon. None of the linebackers have big numbers. So that free safety will be matched up against a 7. Jason Pierre-Paul will be matched up against a 7. Not a lot of good sack chances here. Button hook to McKinnon. The 6-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th and 3, and they'll punt. I would imagine Tom will give it a boot, try to pin him deep, and he does. waiting for that punt. Tom usually plays at a pretty slow pace these days. And in a playoff game, you expect to be even more careful, making sure the calls are right. Oh, Nathan tries to return that instead of letting it bounce in the end zone. Or no, excuse me. This is that bug. There's something going on with the spectators where the punts on my screen showed a fair catch, but on Nathan's screen, I bet you he let it bounce and just went into the end zone. Something's going on there with the coding. Crossing pattern to Hilton. Will Wilson complete his first pass? No, incomplete. Just missed the receiver short, long game. Which would have been huge. The Rams are good against the run, average against the pass. While London, I believe, is good. Second and 10. Another crossing pattern to Hilton, looking to get some offense going, and another incomplete. Wilson 0 for 6. Talk about the golden sombrero. Third and 10 now. Lots of fives and sixes for Tom. He's got 2 4s here at the extra DB spot and the right cornerback spot. That's Seattle secondary. Bomb to Chester Rogers, 1 man in zone. It's a 4. And incomplete. So another 3 and out for the Rams. I believe that's the 4th one now. Yep. Touchdown on the return, Ryan Switzer. So special teams and good defense is doing the job so far for London. The offense has pitched in with one good drive as well. Maybe 2. If you consider a drive that ends in a field goal, good. I think in this set you have to. 17-3. Things going exactly according to plan. Rams take over on their own 22. Wilson's ran the ball on an end run once. We got 9 first downs for London, no first downs for the Rams. That's pretty dominant play so far. It's a bomb to Hilton. Defender extra plus 27. Incomplete. 0 for 8. So, when you ever have one of those good flat passers, you're hoping, oh man, I'm 8 for 8. I'm 9 for 9. I'm 10 for 10. The opposite for Russell Hustle, man, Russell Wilson. 0 for 8. And then right to Wilson, correctly snipped out by Tom and plugged. Linebacker in zone is going to make him lose 3 yards. So this has got to make Tom feel really good. Not only is he winning the semifinal contest in Battle Royale, but he's crushing Russell Wilson, who he loves to crush on the forum. He's crushing him in real life, giving him a whooping. 3rd and 13. Gerald Everett checks into the backfield. Crossing pattern to Chester Rogers being double covered, but it was by a linebacker, and that ball is completed, bringing it 4th and 1. Goodness gracious, will he go for it here? Yes, he will. That's the strength of Tom's team is he's got six nose tackles. It's the Packers defensive line, if I remember right. So he's got Kenny Clark here. He's got Mike Daniels there. And Dean Lowry's just okay on the end. Can bring him down to sneak to Wilson against the pass call. The nose tackle, though, is going to stuff it, and that is going to be turnover on downs. Anything on the offensive card would have made it. Other than that, stuffed on quite a few of these rolls. So he's down 2 touchdowns, about to go down 3 touchdowns as Carson Wentz winds up and hits Evan Ingram on a post pattern for 34 yards, and it is now 24-3. Tom's doing to Nathan what Joe couldn't do, putting him away. Wow. Still haven't got a first down yet by the Rams. I'll tackle draw right against the run call. That's going nowhere. Tom is all over Nathan. Slant to Higbee. Defender X or plus 12. Still can't make the play. Cam the Chancellor knocks it down. Oh, I'm sorry. Wilson did complete one pass. Remember, that was the one that got him down on third down to make it 4th and 1. Bomb to Rogers. Incomplete. Just can't buy a completion. And another punt. So now it's time to grind out a nice long drive with Latavius Murray and some Carson Wentz short passes. Quick in to Rhett Ellison. Linebacker's still there. So that'll go no. Oh, it's the defender. -2 or +4, and he's covered by a 4. So that picks up 4. 2nd and 6. 3:36 to go in the half. He brings in Dalvin Cook. I'll tackle right to Cook. Picks up 8 yards. Every roll's going the way of the executioners. Pitch out left to Murray. That picks up 5. So steadily moving the ball. I told several guys during the draft, like the Vikings is the best halfback set left. And they'd go and take the Jets, or they'd go and take the Steelers, or they'd go and take somebody else. This team, this Viking combination is better than you think. I'll tackle left to Murray, picks up another 8, hitting the holes against Nathan's defense. And without him running a 3-4, it's hard for him to plug. Pitch out right to Cook. It's going to pick up 4. Tackle makes the block. Tom would just love to hold on to the ball. Well, so much that it goes for a bomb, Michael Thomas, but he wants to use up the clock and in the half without a single first down by the Los Angeles team. That is some brutal statistics. And run left to Wentz picks up 5. 4th and 1, he'll punt. Not wanting to press the issue. Up 3 touchdowns. And that'll be returned by Adoree Jackson out to the 18. Hurry up offense, now. Maybe that'll get the offense going. On to T.Y. Hilton. Incomplete. Corral's got that big hits on the off tackle edges. Maybe he's going to try to run one here. Nope, it's a bomb to Hilton. Single cover, but there's a 6 free safety back there. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10. Wilson, ugly, 1 for 13 today. He's attempted more passes than yards that he's completed them for. Third and 10. Short pattern to Everett. And there's a first down of the game for the Rams. Wilson finally hits two for 14, 2 of 14 now, 25 yards. Curl to Moncrief. And it's picked off. Just nowhere to go. So a dream start there for the Rams as they intercepted Wentz right off the bat. Now it's been nothing but nightmares as the executioners just do whatever they want. Fly to Michael Thomas. Incomplete. Nobody was in the zone, covered by 4. Three-yard pickup. Timeout. He can run it 3 times and just run it once more, I should say. He's got 2 more timeouts, so the clock is not an issue. Wouldn't be surprised for a run here either, even if he runs at the 6. Play it safe, get that. He goes for a button hook, incomplete. There comes Hauschka on to make this a 24-point lead. Still technically a 3-score lead. You need 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions, which is a tall order the way this game's gone. So here we are at halftime. I'm going to take a quick break. I've got to run a sleeping bag over to one of my kids who's staying the night at their friend's house. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. It looks like we had the crash right away, which I was afraid might happen. We'll get back in there. So let's see. Has anything changed? It was 27-6. Well, looks like we got a touchdown here. Missed that. Sorry, Nathan. Pitch out right to Crowell. Stuffed. So he needed those 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions. Let's see how he got his touchdown. So a 9-yard pass from Russell Wilson to T.Y. Hilton. Picked up a couple more first downs on that one. Let's turn on the other highlights. 15-yard flat pass to Rhett Ellison. And options. Shoot other highlights. Box scores. So the big play was a 31-yard pass from Wilson to Dante Moncrief. No gain on that one. Defensive end 0+6 as Dalvin Cook stuffed. 2:42 to go in the third quarter, though. So let's look at the ball possession. There must have been a couple more, one additional possession. So London got the ball, went 3 now. I guess that's it. Just took a lot of time. A bomb to Michael Thomas being correctly double covered. That's a long game, guess strong. 3rd and 10. So let's figure this out here. An 18-point lead. Really, no other ways you can get it besides 2 touchdowns, 1 2-point conversion and a field goal, but really 3 touchdowns is the easiest way. 3-5 showing blitz. Showing blitz kind of eliminates Ellison a little bit, so then you got a 50-50 chance. That's a draw to McKinnon, and that's going to go for 14 yards since Nathan was bringing the house. And whatever hopes we had of a close, exciting game probably ended on that 3rd down conversion. A close, exciting finish, I should say. The game hasn't been close since the first quarter. Cook down to 1 unfatigued carry. Wentz has 2 end runs left. 4-3 showing blitz on 2nd and 10. Nathan really needs a turnover. Screen right to Cook, and Thomas Davis makes a play, loses 2, 3rd and 12. It is extremely hard in this rule set to score 3 touchdowns in a single quarter. Can be done. You just saw Tom do it. Of course, his 20 points were on 2 touchdowns and 2 field goals. But regardless, you can get up there, but it's not very common. 3rd and 12, not showing blitz. Pitch out left to McKinnon. That'll pick up 4, make it 4th and 8, and punting time. And that is the start of the 4th quarter. Nathan will start on his own 10-yard line. First things first. Can't think about 3 touchdowns. You need to think about 1 touchdown. Pitch out right to Crowell. Now Tom is not letting him have the run. He is on top of his game. And run right to Russell Wilson. Picks up 4. Bring up 3rd and 12. Crossing bound T.Y. Hilton, defender extra plus 13. Doesn't make it. 4th and 12. And he's punting. It's all over but the crying, folks. McKinnon in the game. Too many targets to cover for Nathan. Too many guys covered by 4. Sideline left to Ted again. Oof. Imagine that would have been picked off. 3rd and 8. Pitch out left to Murray. Picks up 12. That's the kind of night it's been for Nathan. When he's blitzing, he's running draws. He's got the containment in place. He hits the only number he can on the D card. To go to the box for 16 first downs to 5. Quick interval Ellison picks up 3. Crossing pattern again. Must run for 7. Just what he needs to get that first down. There's a play made by a Ram as Damon Harrison stuffs it. Cook beats defensive end 4 with a white die 6. 3rd and 4. Fourth and 3. Tom might go for it just to get the first down and keep moving the clock. Try to kill the game off right here. And it does not work. Nathan takes over on the 37, still needing those 3 touchdowns. Sometimes it's not just about what cards you get, like Tom's got the good cards, but his good plays a lot better than my good. There's the long game, 70 yards and a touchdown. Well, that's how you get some instant offense. (27-16). Went for the onside kick and missed it. Tom might be a little more aggressive now that he's only up 2 scores. Off tackle right to Murray being keyed, loses a yard. Just gets right on the car since the wrong zone was plugged. 2nd and 11. For a short pass here. Nope, it's a run. Pitch out to Murray, 15 yards. That shows you why Tom's heading to the Super Bowl, and I'm knocked out in the quarterfinals. Nice call there. Another run call. Guessed correctly this time. Only picks up 3. Just about ready to get into 5 minutes to go in the game. Inside run to Murray being keyed. Stuffed, no gain. 3rd and 7. The 24-point lead has been turned into an 11-point lead. Tackle left to Murray. It's going to pick up 4, getting him into field goal range. Hauschka's pretty good. I think not good on 9 and 10 only. And the kick's up good, so that'll be 30-16. So 2 touchdowns are still needed. Long to Gerald Everett, incomplete. So you can get a touchdown, recover the onside kick, and do it again. But Wilson's only completed 6 passes today. Passing better to Hilton, incomplete. 3rd and 10. Wilson's long gains on 9 and 10. 6 and 7 on a short pass. Decent must runs. You land there. Slant to Higbee. Incomplete. 4th and 10. Gotta go. Crossing better to Hilton. Must run but goes nowhere. And that will be the game. Would have been 23-yard game if he would have hit the other probability of that. Oh, it's a fumble. Who's going to recover it? Gotta be the executioners on with this kind of luck he's having tonight. No, just take a knee. Couple of knees, field goal try. Take away any chance of any kind of flip play happening. Inside run to Murray, trying to key him. Stuffs him, but no fumble. Still a slight chance if he shanks the field goal. And you get a quick touchdown, or at least a touchdown with enough time to recover an onside kick. I'll tackle right to Murray, picks up 5. Here comes Hauschka. And it's good. Back up to a 17-point lead. And you aren't getting 3 scores at 137 in this rule set. Curl the Moncrief. See, that would have been the long gain on Wilson's card. Just I've had nights like that where you're just picking the wrong column. Bomb to Hilton, 2-minute zone. There's a must run for Wilson. That picks up 15. Bomb again to Hilton. 9, but on the D card, not the O card. Correctly double teamed, but Wilson threads it in there. Quarterback spike. Nathan giving it his all the way to the last possible play. Bomb to Hilton is picked off, and that'll do it. Couple of knees, and that's all she wrote. Take a quick look at the box score. Just a suffocating job defensively by Tom. Really took away the only option that the Rams had, which is Russell Wilson. And without Crowell hitting any big numbers, there just wasn't much happening on offense for Los Angeles. Meanwhile, the Rams were playing a good defensive game. Look at that yards per carry. But Wentz was completing 60% of his passes instead of 20% of his passes. And he had that one turnover-like play when he went for it on 4th down in his own territory on 4th and 1, which turned into 7 points on the bomb quickly after that to Evan Ingram. And when you're up 3 touchdowns in this format, it's tough to come back. So, all right, I'm going to jump off. I got to work on my presentation for my class tomorrow. So thanks for watching.